29 cities that are halved by rivers.
Some of the world's greatest rivers have given birth to some of the world's greatest cities. A city created either side of a wide, deep river provides it with a watercourse for transport and trade, a source of drinking water, and numerous recreational opportunities. A river also heightens its visual appeal. Some of the most beautiful bridges ever built are those spanning river banks in cities around the globe.
So, where can you admire the best city and river combinations? Baghdad.
Ancient but sadly neglected and terribly polluted city center watercourse is the Tigris River, which flows through the center of Baghdad, the capital city of Iraq. The river is the subject of Sumerian mythology and is mentioned in the Old Testament.
Basel.
The Rhine flows through the center of Basel, a destination considered to be the cultural capital of Switzerland.
Belgrade.
The Danube cuts into a number of cities in Europe, with Belgrade, the capital of Serbia, another destination partitioned by this great watercourse.
Bordeaux.
Bordeaux is blessed by the Garonne, which nourishes the wine capital of the world by running through the eastern districts of this French city.
Budapest.
Budapest is literally cut in two by the magnificent Danube River, which separates Buda, on the west bank, from Pest, the eastern part of Hungarian capital.
Cairo.
One of the world's most iconic rivers flows through one of the world's most iconic cities, with the Nile intrinsically linked to the history and development of Cairo and of Egypt itself.
Chicago.
The Chicago River is wedged between towering skyscrapers as it makes its way through the center of one of the most iconic cities in the United States. Fun fact, its waters are dyed green every March in celebration of St. Patrick's Day.
Dublin.
Dublin, the capital of Ireland, is served by the River Liffey, which flows through the city centre to its mouth within Dublin Bay.
Florence.
The Italian city of Florence, the birthplace of the Renaissance, is divided in two by the Arno. Among the bridges spanning the waterway is the outstanding medieval Ponte Vecchio.
Frankfurt.
The main river proper flows through the center of Frankfurt to give this global commercial hub its official name, Frankfurt am Main.
Isfahan.
The ancient city of Isfahan in central Iran is bisected by the shallow Danube, across which span some of the most beautiful and architecturally significant bridges in Western Asia. Pictured is the Seoul Pole, or Bridge of 33 Arches, which connects Isfahan's historic district with its modern hub.
London.
The River Thames cuts through London, the UK capital, on its way to the Thames estuary where it drains into the North Sea.
Lyon.
The French city of Lyon sits at the confluence of the rivers Rhone and Saône, with both snaking a course through this scenic and historic destination.
Mainz.
The German city of Mainz in the western state of Rhineland-Palatinate is located at the confluence of the rivers Rhine and Main, with both serving as a natural division of the city.
Moscow.
Rising about 140 kilometers west of Moscow, the river MOSKVA passes through the center of the Russian capital and continues into the Oka, a tributary of the Volga, the longest river in Europe, which ultimately flows into the Caspian Sea.
Munich.
The sparkling, shallow, but fast-flowing Isar races through Munich from its source in the Alps before reaching the Danube near Deggendorf.
Nashville.
The Cumberland River snakes through Nashville, the Music City, to provide residents and visitors alike with some excellent water sport options.
New Orleans.
The mighty Mississippi River halves New Orleans as it winds lazily towards the Gulf of Mexico. The waterway provides the Big Easy with a vital port facility, which serves the broader Gulf Coast region of the United States.
Paris.
Paris is bisected by the Seine. After flowing through the French capital, the river continues north to meet the English Channel at Le Havre.
Porto.
Portugal's Douro River meanders through Porto, the country's second city, to meet the Atlantic Ocean. The river rises near Duruelo de la Sierra in Spain to flow through the Douro Valley, a UNESCO-protected Portuguese wine region.
Prague.
Prague, one of the most beautiful cities in Europe, is served by the VLTAVA. The waterway meanders through the historic center and is spanned by several iconic bridges, most notably Charles Bridge.
Riga.
Riga, Latvia's capital city, lies on both banks of the Daugava, with infrastructure bridging the watercourse 4 times.
Salzburg.
Fed by alpine meltwater, the Salzach adds a picturesque perspective to the Austrian city of Salzburg, separating as it does the old town from the modern district.
Seoul.
The Wide Han River cuts Seoul, the capital of South Korea, in half, but there are numerous bridges in place to connect either side of the metropolis.
Shanghai.
Shanghai, the most populous urban area in China, is seen here bisected by the Huangpu River, which separates Pudong district on its eastern bank from the historic city center in Puxi.
Tokyo.
The vast metropolis that is Tokyo is cut in half by the Sumida to provide a natural demarcation between the city's numerous districts.
The river eventually drains into Tokyo Bay.
Washington, D.C.
The Potomac River forms part of the borders between Maryland and Washington, D.C., and West Virginia and Virginia. Arlington Memorial Bridge crosses the Potomac at the U.S. Capitol.
Würzburg.
Picture-perfect Würzburg in Germany's Bavaria region spans the banks of the main river, with either side of the city as visually appealing as the other.
Yaroslavl.
Historic Yaroslavl, located 250 kilometers northeast of Moscow, sits at the confluence of the Volga and the Kotorozl rivers.
Parts of Yaroslavl are divided by tributaries of the Volga.
29 cities that are halved by rivers.
Thanks for watching.